Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Elite Wrestling World. I am your host GhostSaad. Thank you guys for joining me right here for Dynamite plus Collision Holiday Bash post show review. We were in England, Manchester, and a packed house, 10,000 plus fans in the crowd for today's show. So, very packed card. So, let's talk about that. So, we started off with the Continental Classic match between Jon Moxley and Roderick Strong. Jon has 3 points and Roderick Strong has no points till now in this tournament. These two have very good chemistry. Previously have 3 singles matches. I really liked how they made sure the importance of this win because Roddy has 0 points, Jon has 3 points, and we are deep into this tournament. So Strong put up a great effort, but a must-win. Moxley is a scary Moxley, and he wins this match. And now Roderick Strong is mathematically eliminated, and Jon Moxley has 6 points now. So a very good opener to start off Dynamite. So next up we saw Kenny Omega and Young Bucks versus Don Callis family, Kazuchika Okada, Konosuke Takeshita and Hechicero for the $1 million match. I'd call this a pay-per-view level party match as they continued the story of Takeshita and Okada hating each other while having them on the same page. Hopefully this ends the whole bag of money aspect for this story, as I think we are good on $1 million matches for a while. I'm not sure where the Elite goes from here, but I'd love to see them for getting after the trios titles once again because Omega is having a lighter schedule nowadays, so it's better to engage them in the trios titles feud. While Takeshita and Okada certainly have a face-off, a match, maybe in the finals of Continental Classic that the fans are eagerly waiting for. So a very good trios match. Next up, we saw the contract signing for the AEW Men's World Championship. At World's End, Tony introduces Hangman, Swerve Strickland, and finally the world champion Samoa Joe. And Tony put over all 3 men's. Joe just quickly signs the contract. Then Strickland said he came to back to AEW to get the world championship, and he's gonna sword stomp Joe's head. And then Hangman took the mic. He reminded everyone where they were back in July when he was fighting against Jon Moxley and the Death Rider. So he's gonna regain his world championship. And we saw the Hook element. He reminded us that Hook betrayed him at last pay-per-view Full Gear, so he's gonna one up on the ops as well. So Page signed the contract and the main event for World's End is official, and then boom, the lights go out and we saw the returning MJF. His music hits and the crowd goes nuts. The devil is back. Mark Sterling hands him the contract. He signs his guaranteed world title shot, and now at World's End it's gonna be a 4-way. MJF just one up on all the 3 competitors. MJF screamed to shut his mouth to Joe, and he reminded Joe about World's End 2 years ago when he won the title from MJF. So he's gonna one up on Joe as well. Then Strickland came across and he just bullied Strickland on the mic as well, reminded him about his WWE days. And then he's gonna brutalize Hangman for what he does on Revolution this year. So it's now official. It's a 4-way. MJF is a big surprise for this match. I think it's gonna be if Joe loses. I think MJF should get the title, but I don't think Joe will lose that easily and that quickly after 1 month reign. So it's now very very interesting to see how we gonna battle out this match, what's gonna be the result of this match, and it's unpredictable as hell now. So it's interesting now, the world title picture. Next up, we saw the 8 women tag team match. The women's tag champions Babe of Rats and Timeless Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa versus Mercedes, Athena, and Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir. Just a sheer chaotic party match that saw presumably the Babes of Rats first challengers for their titles emerge. They should felt like a match to just establish Mone and Athena to try to get their win back from being eliminated earlier in the tournament. I think this later we get the announcement about this match at Worlds End, and I think they could use this opportunity to build Athena up so that she can dethrone TBS champion Mercedes Mone. And think it's going to be a very interesting story to tell if they wanted to tell this story. And I think it's interesting to see what they do at World's End Paper. Next up, we saw Kyle Fletcher Pack Gold League match. I feel like this is going to be a forgotten gem in this C2. Very good match, very good chemistry between these two. We have had so many great matches that this will fall under radar. These two had one hell of a sprint to finish and had one of my favorite finishes in this tournament. It only helped that Pac was a hometown favorite as they went wild for that ending. Pac is right back into things in Gold League while Fletcher has now taken back to back losses, which is very interesting to see, and it gives this Gold League a new direction. I think it's going to be a great look for the tournament as well. So I think it's a very good match. So next up we saw Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal. I'm such a fan of casino gauntlets and battle royals like this over the past few years. Lot of guys waiting outside, which shouldn't happen in a battle royal. I did, however, like the finish with Brodido and the demand, and the thing the Diamond Ring match next week will be excellent between Ricochet and Bandido. The fans seem to be confused and didn't realize the final two would lead to a match on Christmas Eve. It's interesting that this will be the first Dynamite Diamond Ring match that MJF will not be involved in, who has won all the previous years. So I think they have to do this because MJF is now in the title picture, so they have to pivot that from MJF winning the Dynamite Diamond Ring. I think Ricochet is a very good person to win this, and he's a heel. He can use this Diamond Ring to win matches, and I think it's excellent if Ricochet win this Diamond Ring. And then we saw the collision portion starting, and we saw Orange Cassidy versus Mascara Dorado in the Blue League match. I think Cassidy was frustrated on how to handle Dorado's offense earlier. We were reminded that Cassidy can wrestle any style, and it resulted in having nice back and forth battle. The crowd were behind both and were genuinely surprised by the flash finish. I hope Dorada continues to be a regular on AEW programming after this. He's been great doing in this tournament, and think Cassidy gets the important points by winning this match. Next up, we saw Jamie Hater versus Isla Dawn. A lot happened during commercial. Dawn is from Scotland, and Jamie is from Ireland, so both linked to England, closer to England. So they both got a match, and I think it's just to establish Jamie Hater as a challenger for the women's title at Worlds End. The post-match miscommunication between champion and challenger is to expected heading into the pay-per-view. I still question why Tekla isn't involved in the women's title picture, but perhaps I think we're saving Tekla for maybe Revolution, and it's gonna be interesting to see post-match bit of tension between the challenger and the champion. And in the main event, we saw FTR versus Bang Bang and for the AEW World Tag Team Championship, an action-packed main event with the challengers coming incredibly close to the FTR defeat. The finish really annoyed the fans, and we always knew FTR versus Bang 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 is gonna be a classic, as we saw previously. But I genuinely loved the visual we got as an end result. I'm not sure who is next in line for FTR, especially for Worlds, and I wouldn't be opposed to a rematch if it's in the cards. And I think what the finish we got with Stokely helping FTR to win the match, and crowd just chanted bullshit, and Gunn was sent outside, and Wheeler chopped block Robinson and they snapped down his leg, and Gunn was held while Harwood gets the finger for applied. So FTR wins, but I think but the finish we saw, we could get a rematch at World's End, and I would like this to be a 2 out of 3 falls classic FTR 2 out of 3 falls matches, and it's gonna be a classic again. So that's the ending of collision portion, and that's the end of the show, folks. Really enjoyed the show, and looking forward to World's End. So please guys, like and share this video, subscribe to my channel, and keep watching Elite Wrestling World. I will see you guys in the next video.